Still can't believe I'm saying this, but this is Newcastle United's first game back since winning silverware. We won the Carabao Cup against Liverpool, and because of that cup win, we are guaranteed European football next season. We already have a Conference League playoff spot. That being said, when you look at the league table and when you look at the fact Newcastle also has a game in hand, you've got to go for Champions League football. In my opinion, it's Newcastle's hand. I think our fixtures as well, 6 home games left, a lot of nice fixtures in there, to be honest. I think Arsenal, Brighton and of course Villa away are going to be your hardest games to play, but even then I still fancy Newcastle in a lot of these games. We just have to get points on the table. Today against Brentford, now there's something about Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton and Forest, but I love these teams. I don't know what it is with these 4 teams, but I just love this ambition they've got. The sort of teams that are like knocking on the door of this big 6, and they're just awkward to play against. But of course, as a neutral, when I'm watching them on the TV, for example, I love watching these teams. So there are teams I like a lot. I've got a lot of respect for Brentford, and of course, in our reverse fixture this season, they battered us at their stadium. Now, I know it was a bad period for us, but Brentford are still quality. And when you look at their away form, Brentford was a team I always kind of look at their away form and I thought they were bad this season, but then they've actually got a good string of away games coming in this one, so they'll be confident. But I think we'll be confident as well. It is a Newcastle team that will either have a hangover from the cup final, or it is a Newcastle team that will be ready to go and will be very excited to play tonight. And I reckon it'll be the latter out of the two. Newcastle, I'm expecting us to go out there tonight. We don't have to play well, we just need to get points on the board. Leicester away next Monday, you have to be licking your lips to that fixture. I can see us winning that game no matter what. So with all due respect to them, with all due respect to Brentford tonight, I rate Brentford a lot, but I think Newcastle will be too much for them. My prediction, I'm stuck by it. I think it'll be the same as it was in the Cup. I think it'll be a 3-1 win to Newcastle. Isak, if he scores tonight, 10 goals at home and 10 goals away in the Premier League, which I think is our record in this league. So let's find out if that's true, and let's find out if my prediction is correct. Good to be back. And there it is, that is 10 goals for Isak at home and away in the Premier League. I think that's the first time we've ever done that.
Newcastle United goal scorer, number 14, Alexander Isak.
Offside goal, unlucky at 1 minute before this, but that is the goal that will count. Right, pound it to Brentford. We're going to just have to hope that Pope can redeem himself, because we desperately need to go away. Alright, Pope, come on! He won this. That's a good goal from November. That is one of the flukiest goals I've ever seen. I mean, Flecken has been completely wrong-sided by what was, surely that was a cross from TONALI, but yeah, as long as he's onside, that's a legit goal, but that was one of the most dodgiest, flukiest, amazing goals I've ever seen. If he had meant to shoot that, that's amazing, but I don't think he did. Come on! Back with a win. There we have it then. Newcastle United have won 2-1 in their first game back. We said at the intro, Newcastle could turn it and put a bit of a hangover performance in. Now I still feel like it's harsh to say that because it gets in there. Now I still think it's a bit harsh because again, we've won a cup final 2 weeks ago. Mentally the players must be exhausted. It's been a couple of big weeks for everyone, we understand that. And I thought the performance today, I still thought it was a decent performance now. Yeah, TONALI in the background is on it. TONALI today, what a goal that was to win the game now. I thought it was a fluke at first, to be honest. I looked at it and went, surely that was meant to be a cross, but when you watch back in the replay, he's fully went for that, hasn't he? He's fully went to try and catch Flicking out, and he did catch Flicking out. And to be fair, Brentford, they're a good team. They are a good team. Now, there's a reason why Brentford have been competing this season. Again, watch them tonight, they've got a bit about them now. Speaking of the goalkeeper before, I mean, look at Flicking's kicking. He's got some of the best kicking I've ever seen from any player, any athlete, any professional player. What a kick he has, and he's taking goal kicks. His counter attacks are deadly, and he's a top goalkeeper in terms of actually kicking the ball around. But yeah, Newcastle, I thought, deserved the win today. Brentford had a big chance when they equalised to score again. That was the motive of the game for them. They could have went 2-1 up. They were probably about that close from actually going 2-1 up. But when you look at him, Newcastle gave them the penalty really. Nick Pope, I need to watch it back. I felt like it was a little harsh towards Pope. He's clearly winning for the ball. He kind of swipes away. I think he does take the player out, and yes, it is a penalty in the end. But to be fair to Pope, I don't think you can really criticise him for that. I think he clearly went for the ball. It's just a bit unlucky, perhaps a bit harsh for him. But yeah, Brentford equalised from the spot. Newcastle again with that ridiculous TONALI goal as bonus of the game. Isak's 20 goals this season, and at times today, come on, that is 1 out of 10 games from getting Champions League football. Obviously, Newcastle realistically are going to win all 10 games, but we've got Leicester away next Monday. Come on, Leicester away next Monday. With all due respect to them, they're one of the worst teams in the league. They're horrible, not horrible, they're terrible, and they're a bad team. But yeah, obviously them is first Southampton. We'll get the score going, and I'm really good. But yeah. Love that, by the way. That is what it's all about. Memories that will last forever, and that was obviously the big one was 2 weeks ago. Exactly. You enjoy yourself. I think we can get Champions League football. If you don't, and Newcastle don't play their best to still win games, that's enough. I didn't think that was the best Newcastle form today, but there's still a lot of quality in that team. I felt like chances-wise, they created quite a lot. Newcastle really should have been turning up, though. I'm going to be honest to Murphy, and I think it was Barnes with the follow-up, but that chance should have been a goal. We've got to be clinical, especially in a game where it's going to be against a tricky side, a team that's going to be slow on the ball, a team that's going to be slow with moving the ball. Again, Newcastle need to be clinical, because we could have dropped points there, and that was a game where I felt like Newcastle, even with a bit of a hangover, still deserved the win there. So we've got to make sure, you know, we get our job done, we get it all sorted out. But from us today, I've got no complaints really. I thought Newcastle deserved that win. Got it done in the end. Isak goal, TONALI goal, and 2-1 win against a good side in Brentford. So I've got no complaints. First game back, and we are now ready to go again on Mondays. But yeah, final thoughts from me. Newcastle deserved to win that game. Definitely 100%. Got the job done in the end. We can move forward now. We can focus on Leicester. We can focus on Manchester United, and that is 1 out of 10 games towards Champions League football. You get results like that, that will get you Champions League football. So let's see if Newcastle can keep it up. For me though, we'll take that. Got no complaints there.